you mentioned the Babri demolition that happened. That spawned a number of terror cells, sleeper cells, attacks which were supposed to be revenge for the
Revenge
1990.
for the demolition, yeah.
When you saw the visuals of Operation Sindoor and the bombing of the headquarters there, where they had in front there was the mosque and piche there was they were doing all the activities out there. When you saw that the dome of that mosque had been bombed, did you sense at that moment that there will be repercussions from that end?
See, that was expected. If you're not expecting it, then I think you're living in a fool's paradise. You have gone and attacked Jaish-e-Mohammed. And you must, as I told you earlier also, that Jaish-e-Mohammed is a very, a potent militant organization. So that reaction was would have come. But I don't think the present module that has been busted. I think, as far as I know from media reports, it has been going on for quite some time, much before Operation Sindoor. So that their radicalization must have been earlier itself. See, what happened basically is the hinterland. We call this, apart from the valley, everything else is the hinterland. Hinterland has not been, affected for quite some time. So the aim was basically to sort of target the hinterland. Last, I think, bomb blasts we had was, 2010, 11, 12, something like that. Quite some, about a decade back. So main aim was to target the hinterland. And ammonium nitrate, ammonium nitrate has been the explosive material much in demand by all the terrorists. And it is right from the time of Parliament attack. Much before that, ammonium nitrate has been used. In fact, as far as I remember, because of our efforts and all that, 2012 law came into existence, where if you are selling ammonium nitrate, you have to maintain the data.
Yeah,
whom you are selling, that is lack of supervision. And that data had to be submitted to, I think, the administration, if I'm not mistaken.
So even when that truck in Birbhum was found, the sacks, usme jo label tha, that had all been mitowed. So you can't.
You can't do. You can't see it. But the facts is data. To aap check to karo na. There has to be
कि कहाँ से निकला है.
End of the day.
And was it shared with other states?
So होता नहीं है.
There's no central.
Here is where the administrative failure comes. You've passed the law. There would be some nodal person, for example, in Faridabad, who has to ensure that this data is shared with him.
Properly maintained.
What was he doing? Scratching his ass? Why isn't he being asked? What the were you doing?
Yeah.
Why were you not keeping a check on it?
And also, it's possible it was bought in some other state and then transported, no?
No matter what.
No matter what. If I am selling ammonium nitrate, I have to maintain the data and I have to share the data. Or, somebody has to come and check whether the data is being maintained properly or not. So definitely, I would say that that aspect was lacking. It's not lacking in Faridabad, it's lacking everywhere else.
This is a problem in every single department of government.
Let me come back to the question which I was asking Mr. Chand about this, that when we attacked, it was Bawalpur, Jaish-e-Mohammed Bawalpur was attacked. So when you saw that, did you think that, back broken, or did you realize that it's a matter of time before these guys do something to avenge that mosque being shattered?
No, I think it was very clear if you see the kind of statements that the Lashkar characters and the Jaish fellows have been making, and there are videos, they have been going around all kinds of places, making speeches, blood-curdling speeches. It was very clear that they were going to try and do something. The question was, it is one thing to be threatening revenge, and quite another do they have the kind of capacity and capability that they'll be able to do it, number one. Number two, what will be the role of the Pakistani state? Because these guys cannot function without the Pakistani state. So quite clearly, I think the intentions of the Pakistani state was also very clear, that they are not going to let go of this whole terrorism industry which has started in that country, and they will continue to doing it. Now, maybe they'll do it at smaller levels so that there is no big retaliation, and maybe they'll say, okay, India, bring it on. Okay, we don't know. Like I've been telling some people, if you are a Pakistani and you have bought all the bullshit which Asim Munir and that his chapadasi Shahbaz Sharif have been trying to sell people, what is the story they are giving? That we have beaten India, right? None of them talk about the kind of beating they got, but we have beaten India. We have won the war. I don't know which war it was, but they've supposedly won a war. America is at our back. The Chinese are at our back, of course. The Turks are backing us
Azerbaijan,
completely.
yes, all of them.
And now even the Arab world, which had kind of pulled away from us, is backing us. So we can take on India. Because if Saudi Arabia has signed a deal with us, a mutual defense agreement, India cannot attack us anymore because then Saudis will jump in. This is the Pakistani narrative. So add this to the kind of calls which the terrorists have been making. So it was, I don't think anybody in the government of India or in the security services would have thought that the Pakistanis are not going to do anything. I think that
this
expectation would always be there.
So this is an asymmetrical attack on India, which is a continuation of retaliation to Operation Sindoor?
Look, again, in this particular case, I think I'll still wait till the investigations are complete, and I'll tell you why. Because I think Mr. Chand pointed this out. This cell does not emerge after Sindoor. This cell has been in operation for about at least 3 or 4
years,
2 years, maybe even longer.
Media
right?
reports. Yeah.
Right? So this cell has been there long standing, and I think this cell was planning something big. Now, were they planning something big because the Pakistanis had put them to it, or were these guys who were radicalized in a different environment, maybe having some Pakistani link? Because if again,
And it's got nothing to do with the 27th Amendment and General Munir continuing.
No.
This is nothing to do with
No.
all that. The attack was not timed.
Okay, you know, this is the problem. When you start talking to me about Pakistan, then I can't stop. But on the 27th Amendment, just one sentence. What has the 27th Amendment done?
Given them immunity, that's all.
Nothing.
हाँ.
A general in Pakistan always has immunity. The only person it has given immunity is to that crook, Asif Zardari. Okay? Musharraf could not be prosecuted.
दुबई चला गया था ना
वो कोई नहीं कर सकता, आपको prosecute नहीं कर सकते. But the point is not that. 27th Amendment has only made official what was already there.
नहीं, look, if Imran Khan comes back into politics, he could do some stuff to Munir. So अगर
When
ये
Imran
amendment-
comes back, we'll talk about it.
अच्छा ठीक है.
That is what you call
We'll
wishful
talk about
thinking.
what he gaya when it's like.
He's not going to be
Can I
permanently
make a
in
political
jail.
statement?
हाँ
on
बोलो.
it? It's like saying Rahul Gandhi जब Prime Minister बनेगा तब ये होगा. तो मतलब ठीक है, जब वो बनेगा तब की तब देखेंगे.
हाँ.
So that's not the point. So I would imagine that, look, you know, we have been in a bit of denial within India. There is a certain amount of radicalization which is also taking place in India. Some of it and a lot of it is probably inspired by terror groups outside India. International jihadist groups, the kind of propaganda which is happening on the internet, social media, all kinds of other chat rooms, all kinds of other things. All of that has been happening. But in our, at least at the political level, there has been a level of denial that there is radicalization taking place within Indian society, among Indian Muslims, and you see more of it among the educated and the half-educated. Because they are the ones who are consuming the kind of trashy videos that you and I would not even look at. But they are consuming it, right? So, I don't know, again, because the investigations are still ongoing. What were the links these guys had with the foreign fellows? Was there
How
a
do you
Pakistani
monitor
hat?
it? Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
इशू है, टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.